everyone, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This YouTube channel has been put together because of a competition that I'm running with my family. My wife and my children have all started a YouTube channel at the same time as me, and the idea is that the person with the most likes and the most subscribers within 6 months wins. And so whilst they've started their YouTube channels, this is my first video starting my YouTube channel, and I've decided to become a moto vlogger. And I thought my first video would be used to show you my equipment. So I've done a little bit of research, I've bought some stuff, and I thought people would be interested to see how I'm setting up my helmet and my bike and so on and so forth. So that's what this is all about. I'm going to show you my setup. Okay, so this is my crash helmet. This is the crash helmet I use on a daily basis for my commute backwards and forwards to work. And I've done a little bit of research into how to make a motovlogging helmet. And so I've bought a few bits and pieces of kit, and I've put them on the helmet, and I'm going to share that with you now. I've decided to go for the GoPro Hero 4. Main reason for that is because I already owned a stack of cameras and accessories. I've got quite a few, all sorts of bits and pieces, which I'll show you in a minute. But the first thing I wanted to do was mount the camera on the helmet, and so I started with putting a mount on the top of the helmet here, and that worked okay, but you ended up with this GoPro sort of sticking up out the top of the helmet, and it looked a little bit silly. And also the videos that came off it they didn't look like they came sort of first person. So I went online, did a little bit of research, watched a few YouTube videos of other people that use it, and I came across these chin mounts. Now these chin mounts are about £7 or £8 on Amazon, and they allow you to position your camera directly in front of the face here. It doesn't actually get in the way when you're riding your bike. It does look like it's going to be in the way of your visibility, but it doesn't. It's pretty good, and it allows you to angle it backwards and forwards. First thing I noticed, I took it out for a ride and I had it on my helmet like that, and the first thing you notice is that points at the floor, so the entire video was useless. You have to have the camera pointing upwards like that, because of course when you're riding you're actually tipping yourself down like that, so the camera has to be pointing slightly upwards. Okay, the next thing to think about was audio. How do you get the audio of the motorcycle and the audio of me talking inside the helmet? Again, I looked online, watched a few YouTube videos, and came across this piece of equipment here. It's called the Sena 20S Evo. It's a really nice piece of kit. It's a Bluetooth intercom module, and it just snaps onto the bottom of the helmet here. There's two screws underneath here, so it clips onto the side of your helmet, and there's a microphone that comes out of it and goes into the inside of the helmet there. Now this allows you to listen to your GPS, listen to your music, have an intercom with up to 8 people. I think the range on it is over 1 kilometre. It's a pretty nice piece of kit. It also has FM radio and all sorts of other gadgets, so it's not just about the audio for the YouTube video, but it's also very useful as an everyday sort of commuting piece of equipment. Now, how to get the audio out of that and into the GoPro? Well, online people say this is a really good piece of kit. It's the Sena Bluetooth module, and this Bluetooth module fits beautifully on the back of a GoPro. It's just a GoPro backpack, and it just sits on the GoPro like that. Now, there is another piece of kit here. I'm just going to put the camera down on the table so I can show you. You have to join the backpack, let's get it the right way around, you have to join the backpack to the GoPro with this little adapter there, which means that the GoPro is slightly oversized, and so they've supplied me with a waterproof housing that's slightly bigger so that you can fit the GoPro in with all of that attached, like so. So you have a nice compact unit, completely waterproof, with everything contained within it. Now, this piece of kit allows you to do 2 things. Firstly, it transmits the Bluetooth audio from your Sena 20S directly to this device, and if I flick this switch here, it should turn on. There you go, you get a red light, and if I turn the Sena on, it says hello, phone connected. Is it going to connect the audio device? Possibly not, because my phone's connected, but it connects directly to this, so your audio streams directly from the microphone I've just shown you on the Sena headset directly into your GoPro. If you flick this switch here, it also gives you the option of having the sound from the GoPro microphones as well, so it will record the sound from outside and it will record your microphone. So with that ambient sound you get sort of both the outside and inside audio. Fantastic piece of kit, no wires, really compact, but unfortunately the audio wasn't the best. There was a slight hiss behind the audio, so not really a good solution. Okay, so I wanted to get the audio directly into the GoPro, and I figured the best way to do it, wireless is bound to give me a little bit of a hiss, a little bit of interference, especially if you've got other things on you like a mobile phone or the camera, or there's just too much electrical interference. So a wire between the microphone and the GoPro was a must. So I bought an Olympus low noise reduction microphone, and I've just put it, I don't know if you can see it in here, it's just there. Inside the helmet, and then a wire runs around the outside of the helmet and comes out here. So you've got a 3.5-inch jack there, which is popping out the helmet, and then you have to buy this adapter, which is about £5 or £6, which allows you to attach it to the GoPro. The downside is the GoPro case does not have a hole for the adapter, so I've put a little hole in the case there, which of course is going to affect the waterproofing, but I'll probably make a 3D printed seal for that to seal that up. But the sound is incredible, really good, and it means that you can connect your phone to the Sena, you can listen to music, you can make telephone calls, and it doesn't interfere with anything else that you're doing with the GoPro. So that's the setup of the helmet. So a few other accessories. This one here is the GoPro extendable battery pack. And if I grab one of my other GoPros, you can see normal GoPro Hero 4, that's just slots on the back there, clips on the back, and you end up with a dual battery. And that will give you quite a bit of time actually before it runs out. And of course it's a lot easier to flick this off and put another one on rather than take the battery out of the bottom here. Talking about batteries, it's worth having quite a few batteries, so I've got 4 or 5 of the GoPro replacement batteries, and you can charge all those up the night before. So I reckon I could pretty much record for 5 or 6 hours without having to recharge. Another good thing to have is this little gadget. It's another backpack for a GoPro. This is an old one, I've had this for a long time. But this fits on the back of the GoPro and allows you to see what you're recording live. Let's get it the right way around. See what you're recording live, and also you can play back on it as well, so you can see if you're actually getting the footage that you want. It's got a speaker on the side here, so that it gives you a little bit of sound as well. It's a bit tinny, but it just gives you a representation of whether you're actually recording what you think you're recording. The only way you can really see if your GoPro is running or not is by looking in your rear view mirror and seeing this little red flashing light on the front here. You can't really see the screen in a rear view mirror, so it's a bit of a nightmare really, so you just don't know what's going on. This little gadget, most people that have owned GoPros have seen one of these before. It's just a GoPro remote control, hit the on button, comes on, and the screen here shows exactly what would be on your GoPro screen. You can press record, you can stop it recording, and you can also link this through Wi-Fi to 4 or 5 GoPros, probably more, and you can set them all off at the same time, start them all at the same time, turn them all off at the same time, so that's quite handy. It comes with a wrist strap, but as I commute in the rain and I wear a massive pair of gloves and a huge jacket, I figured I'd attach it to one of the GoPro mounts. And I'm going to fix that to the bike somewhere so that I can take it on and off, recharge it in my house, and then slot it back on. Another nice piece of kit is this. It's the Sena RC4. It clips onto your handlebars, just on the left hand side on the grip, and it gives you a 4-button remote control which links to your Senna. Now because it's Bluetooth, you can actually use those buttons to control other things. So you could control your video camera, you could control anything else, but I just use it for volume and turning on and off the radio and so on and so forth. But a really nice gadget. Downside to this is it just clips on and off, so every time you get on and off the bike you have to take it with you, otherwise somebody will steal it. But that's another nice piece of kit. Okay, so the next thing to do is to make some stickers, so that when I'm out and about and I've got the camera on my face and I'm recording things and people see me, I can advertise my channel. And so I'm just making some stickers here for my channel name, TechMoto. And I'm going to print these on a sticker machine. So let's just have a go. Alt F, save, Alt F, print. Okay, so here's some of the stickers that I've made. I've got different sizes. They still have the sticker in the middle of the zeros and in the E's, so they just need sort of picking out. So I've got some silver, I've got some white, I've got lots of different sizes, so I'll be able to use those on my bike and helmets and bits and pieces, so that people will know who I am when I'm out and about with the camera stuck to the chin of my helmet. And so here she is. This is the R1 2018 that I'm going to be using for my motovlogging videos. And as you can see here, here's the sticker for my name, TechMoto. So hopefully if people see me with the camera on my helmet, they'll see the YouTube logo. If you go around to this other side here, you can see there's another one on this side, TechMoto. And I might put a few more on. I've watched quite a few YouTube videos with some motovloggers and they put it on the windscreen just here, but I'm not sure. Say it's a brand new bike, so I don't want to stick too many stickers on it. And then I might stick some stickers to the other bikes as well. So this is my track bike, the R6, and then the Harley as well. We'll see what happens. Another must for a budding motovlogger is the ability to recharge your devices on the go, and so I've got this cigarette lighter charging cable that allows me to charge up my various bits and pieces. Interestingly, the Bluetooth Senna headset uses a completely different charging cable to that of the GoPro, so I have to carry around 2 cables, which is slightly annoying. But you can still recharge when you're on the go. So when we go to the TT in May, I'll be able to recharge all my batteries and bits and pieces from the car, so I can still camp and still make some videos to share with you all. But that's pretty much it. That's my setup. This is my helmet. That's what I'm going to be using. So when you see future videos, that's what I'm going to be recording with. Let me know if you've got any ideas of how to improve it. As I say, I'm a beginner to all of this, and I'd appreciate your input. But this is what I've got at the moment, and we'll see what the quality's like when I start taking my first few videos and sharing them with you on this channel. Thanks for watching. Catch up with you soon.